Special guest, come join us right now.
Yay!
Let's go. What's up?
How's that?
Wanna hear the voice?
Let's move it like that.
Yeah, there you
go. Yeah.
Alright.
And hear the voice. For the people who viewing right now.
Yeah.
Wanna see the skin? Miss Becca Dudley.
Hey.
DJ.
Hey, Becca.
Host. Journalist.
Get it out there.
Bob Marley premiere attendee.
Host.
Yeah, we're Bob Marley. Yeah, we're Bob Marley for that.
If you were in the
Marley
UK,
for
I would
that.
have invited you.
All right. You could have pulled them strings, really?
No, because you feel like when it was here, it only feel like it's a couple people could have go,
Yeah.
a couple people could have
Yeah.
attend, and it's like, you're like, wait, we never even know that was like access to media accreditation. Like it was just this.
That's crazy.
And just got me. So
Is it a small like cinema? I don't know. I've never been to that one before. Like, is it like they have to,
Everyone
like,
here is small in comparison to like
Yeah, 'cause in the
international
UK,
standard. Yeah,
we
yeah,
had like
it's-
2 big screens. We had like the IMAX.
Yeah,
and
we
then
don't
we
know
had
what names are
another
here.
screen.
Oh, we're not
Yeah.
an IMAX.
We're not
Yeah.
IMAX.
Not yet.
Soon.
Probably
Yeah.
never.
There's hope.
There's hope. There's
So,
hope.
but you know what? Oh, you
I
need
feel
that?
claustrophobic.
Oh,
That's
Wow.
better. There we go.
Okay.
Yeah.
I wanted to ask you though. Did you watch the movie?
I did watch the movie. Not at the premiere. I had like a private screening before then because I
Oh.
had to see it before the premiere to
Okay.
interview people and like just know what's going on, you know?
Yeah.
So
That's a fancy UK connect. Yeah.
fancy. Yeah, it does always feel like a bit like special when you get to see the film before like
Must be.
everyone else. It's,
Yeah.
it's pretty cool. But I loved the film. I thought it was really special. Like when the credits rolled at the end, like I fully welled up, not just like at the storyline of where it finished, but like just, you know, recognizing the importance of that film. And like, I don't know, you never see Jamaica on the big screen like that. Yeah, a little bit in James Bond or whatever, but like to see it at that level
Yes.
was so amazing. And like, I don't know if we're ever going to get that again. Do you
I
know what
spotted
mean?
that from, you know, when they announced who was involved. I could see that, you know, that's the scope
Yeah.
that they were going for. So
Yeah,
to hear
yeah,
you say this now and confirm that. And I've been hearing other good things about it. Like to hear this now, it's good.
Was it
Yeah.
like a love letter to Bob or the country or reggae music?
I think every all of those things for sure. And I loved that they took the casting seriously. I mean, obviously the Bob is like up for discussion because he's not Jamaican, and I know a lot of people are not happy with that. You don't mind that?
No, he's a
We
find
did.
that.
We were saying actually say he's a damn good actor.
Yeah,
and
he's
British.
good, I know.
And like British actors, like when they dedicate themselves to a role, they lose themselves in the role. So I had
Yeah.
no qualms with that. And plus, I've seen some of his other works before, so I know the level of actor he is.
I was skeptic at first, but then when I saw who they chose to act as Bob, I was like, he's pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So-
and like when I was interviewing them as well, like everybody said he went above and beyond what they've seen any other actor do to like really embody that role. And I think you could just tell that you have to, innit? Like he had to.
Yeah.
because
There's a tough role. to play.
Exactly.
ask him who was his language coach.
No, I didn't.
You should
But I
have,
wonder if
because
that's online, yeah.
that was my first question, because to nail patois down is very
Facts.
difficult.
I heard
Like,
the other dialect coach on set.
he had a dialect coach on set. You're right, because
Yeah, and for months before like they even started filming, I think that's one of the
Yeah.
first things
Yeah.
they would have had to get down.
and even just the what you call it, the trailer, the things that I've seen, it kind of get the accent down. Like I thought that was the reason why I was kind of afraid, because you know when foreign
Same.
actors or foreign people put like talk patois, it kind of sound
Yeah, man.
weird.
It's very weird, man.
But
Yeah,
it
King's
really get
ridiculous.
the essence of Bob too, like even just the Bob cadence, like, you know, like him, like the the feeling, the aura of Bob. I thought he captured it just from the trailer. So I'm hoping to see the full movie and to see that for myself for real. But
I would have liked to have seen who else was up for, like, who was he up against? Do you know what I mean? Like, who else was, like, there must have, it can't have just been him.
Yeah.
Like, who was in the top 2?
Yeah.
I'd love to know that.
I mean, I'm sure like his sons would have been in the conversation, but you know, like
too much beef though that will cause, I think.
like which of the sons?
Yeah, like
Pick me,
how
pick
would you
me.
yeah, it's just gonna cause too much rivalry.
You're aware of there being a divide in the family? Because I've been hearing this talk.
Am I aware of it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know you are.
That's a journalist.
Yeah. Like some people for it, some people aren't.
Yeah. I mean, I think you can also, even if you don't know about it, you can kind of make assumptions based on who's posting about it and who's not.
Yeah.
So, and who is at the premieres and who's not.
Yeah.
And, you know? And I kind of, you know, one of the things that I've heard when I speak to people, especially in Jamaica, about like what they thought of the film, they were not so keen on the fact that, I don't know if this is a spoiler alert. It's not a spoiler alert.
Talk. Let's see.
Cindy Breakspear is kind of cut out.
Right, I heard that because I heard that initially she had their story was a major part of the film too, but then after the edit, like it got cut on the editing floor. So I'm like, okay, well that's between them. Yeah.
Which is like, I can imagine that must be really hard to process when, you know, you're seeing someone who was such a massive part of his story just be cut out like that. So I can, but at the same time, there is so many people that are important to his story that just can't be included within 2 hours.
You know,
that's true.
It's like, I'm saying that to, Rita, it's a love story between Rita and Bob.
For sure.
You know, so Cindy's there, but they weren't, Rita and Bob, them never split up. So, you know, it's just like, well, they're trying to do right by telling the story. So I guess including Cindy in it, even for a little, I think it's almost trying to, like, you know, like making my hero, like it's like a mythology of Bob. You know, like saying, oh, he's this larger than life figure, and, you know, like almost like Martin Luther King. Years before I'm a figure say, oh, Martin did a dibble and but it's like to humanize him, but it's the first of many, so I'm sure that their love story will come again in another film with other
a part 2.
Why not?
Think of that?
That
would be sick.
Sequel alert.
How many stories them do of Martin?
Yeah, no,
King? How many
facts.
stories of Ben Kingsley Adair play was it Malcolm X in One Night in Selma? So
One Night in Miami.
In the
Miami, sorry.
In the film,
Same as different.
Right.
the film is only from 1975 to 1979, I believe. So it's only like a portion of his story. So, yeah.
There's more to it. There's more. I'm really excited for the film. I'm really excited.
Sure.
And I mean, for them to bring it to the UK too, like why you think that was significant to show premiere in the UK?
Well, I think that London especially was a really important place for Bob. Like that's where he fled after he got shot in it. So for him, that was like a safe place. And it's also kind of where his sort of international career started to blow up, because that's when, you know, him and Chris Blackwell started working on, you know, the really integral albums, like Catch Fire. And, you know, they overdubbed them in the studio and like made it a little bit more commercial sounding. And then, like he did his biggest shows in London at the beginning. So I think it's definitely important to showcase that. Yeah, for sure.
I was wondering, sorry, is the UK a major supporter of Bob's history and legacy?
Yeah, well, for sure. I think like, I mean, the UK and reggae is like a weird one. I feel like it's super present, but it's like not majorly mainstream. But of course, Bob Marley, you can't get any bigger than that, and everyone knows him, everyone appreciates him, no matter where you go in the world. So like, he will always transcend everything in that regard. But for sure, I think like I'll be interested to see the numbers for the film, like how many people come out in each place. But I would like to think, especially because Kingsley's British as well, isn't it? People are gonna come.
And Rita too. Yes. Well, the person who played Rita.
So how was the premiere though? You were the host at the event, right?
Yeah.
So how was that for you?
Oh my gosh, I was so gassed to be asked to host it because I wasn't actually sure, and I had booked my flight to Jamaica for the next day, not knowing if I was going to do the premiere or not. But I was like, if I do it, then at least I'm going away the next day. So yeah, when I got the call, I was very excited, and yeah, it was a special one because I do premieres in the UK. Like I do lots of different films, but that one was the one that I was like really wanting. Yeah, and the carpet was rammed, like the way they set the whole thing up, it looked amazing. You know, you had Zuri on the decks, on the carpet. It just felt like there was a really good energy. And so, yeah, I was very grateful to be there and chat to all the stars. And then after the film, I then DJ'd at the after party for 4 hours. So I put in work that night.
Wow. Of course, there was ex-royalty there as well.
There was?
Yeah.
Who?
Harry?
Yeah.
He was in.
I don't think he was at the UK one.
I thought the Jamaican one without that one.
Yeah,
he's not. He's like persona non grata.
She hosted
That's
one
almost an extra
in UK.
No, but he's persona non grata. Like I feel like he might feel because him father signals. They might have to probably go in there on guys. Yeah, he's not welcome.
Banana boat?
Maybe he's not welcome at all.
Yeah, based on what I've seen.
Did you see the headline?
What was the headline?
Well, when he was here, well,
the backlash that he got.
The anti-royal. What Harry posed with non-royalists.
No, I didn't see that.
Let me show you non-royalists. Harry
and Meghan.
Yeah.
The headline in Jamaica or
no, it was a British newspaper.
Yeah.
Was it the Sun?
Daily Mail.
Daily Mail.
Yeah, sounds about right.
Like it was so harsh. Like he's like,
they're savage. Daily Mail.
Yeah, like non-royalists, like posing. Harry and Meghan posing beside anti-royalists. Who wants to sever from the UK and blah blah blah, and I'm like, Jesus, what's so vicious,
annoying, and also it's kind of annoying that was all kind of taking away from the actual film and like who else was there and the stars that are in it, and like, but I mean, also it is all press is good press at the end of the day, so it is what it is.
Yeah, very vicious.
Yeah.
Oh, Zita, yeah, Meghan and Harry pose next to anti-royal Jamaican Prime Minister who wants to ditch the monarchy and warned Wills and Kate they'll never be king and queen of his nation as Charles undergoes prostate surgery and the Princess of Wales recovers in hospital.
That's the longest headline I've ever heard in my life.
Like, wow.
Just
did
like
that
you don't got this article.
Damn.
That's crazy.
Wow. Is it that vicious though in British?
Yeah, they're like renowned for being like the most vicious.
Yeah.
Awful.
And you know what's the worst thing about it? Like on a prim and proper. And then it's like gonna come with them like on a savagery, like anti-royalist wants to ditch the.
That's what make it so savage though. Like,
just
that's
tell me for something my mother done.
No. Dignified. It does sound more evil.
Right. Yeah. That's the headline.
This bitch wants to separate from us. Fuck you.
No.
Pretty much what
that was so dignified. Like, yeah, I'm better than you.
Yeah.
That have come out condescending.
Yeah.
Not my kind of thing. But
Nice.
But you played
at the after party.
So like, I mean, you hosted for MTV.
I hosted the
right?
premiere. So they have a host like at the event. Mm-hmm. So as the stars arrive, I'll be like announcing each one. I'll do an interview with them, and that is broadcast on the screens for the audience that are at the premiere, but also to the people that are arriving into the cinema. So when they take their seat, they're seeing the feed from us on the carpet. So we're interviewing all the
So that sound like it's a studio that reached out to you, Paramount Studios reached out to you to host it, or was it MTV?
Yeah, essentially it's Paramount, but Paramount owns MTV.
Yeah.
So that's the link.
Yeah.
So did you know anybody, like were you in the running for anyone else to host? Like you said that you never sure until like,
No, I don't know. They have like a pool of presenters who do, you know, the premieres. And they usually like to pick someone who kind of fits that vibe. So I had had a feeling they might ask me because there's not really, there's no other presenters in that pool that do the premieres that are also a reggae DJ and run a reggae platform and stuff like that. So there's some Jamaican heritage people, but like not like super in the reggae world. So yeah, I wasn't sure if they were going to get someone who was just like straight up Jamaican.
Yeah, because
or if they were going to go
because I'm thinking Shawnee B.
Yeah, but he's not in that. He's not like a TV host like that.
Right.
Yeah, so they're not looking at
Game not fit for
across
TV.
the board like David Rodriguez.
Like you are. Yeah, you're definitely more fit for TV than Charlie. Charlie, big up yourself, you ugly man, you.
You're going to get a call.
I'm going to get that call.
Nah, yeah, like they... If it was something else, maybe, like, obviously Shawnee B would be, like, number one. Like, he's, like, the top in the UK. But they have, like, a pool of TV presenters that do these premieres.
Nice.
So they're not really looking at, like, anybody else other than these presenters.
Okay.
Yeah, that's how it works.
So, and I guess you kind of edge out too because of your connection to the country and reggae music and your love for it and it's known. So.
Yeah, and I had also hosted a mini documentary for MTV and Paramount about Bob and his time in London. So I did that, like, I guess that was maybe November, December. And I asked them, I was like, do you know who's hosting the premiere? And they were like, no, we don't know yet. I was like, okay.
What a good way. What a good way to put your name in the hat. Yeah.
Yeah, and I just asked every now and then, yeah. But I think I was in I don't know who else was in the running, but I know that, yeah.
Okay.
You got it. So that's
I got it. I was happy about it, man.
Let's talk more about you though, and what you do. First of all, like, how you get the MTV gig?
So this was 11 and a half years ago now. Mad. Very different industry now.
Yeah.
Because people always ask me, like, oh, how do I get into presenting? And I'm like, back then, we're talking over a decade ago, everything was different. There was no Instagram when I started. Crazy. I was actually working in fashion. I was doing styling. I was writing for a magazine, and I was assisting stylist and modeling at the same time. Same thing as I do now, a million different things. But my modeling agency hit me up one day and said, we've just had a call out from MTV. They're looking for a new presenter and we think you'd be good for it. Would you go to a screen test? And I was like, what's the screen test? No idea. But to be honest with you, I think the fact that I had no experience and genuinely did not think I was going to get that. I did not think I was going to get that gig. So I just bowled up, not nervous, and just did my thing. And I think they rated that. And at the time they were looking for somebody who was a complete fresh face. They don't do that anymore. Now it's like, how many followers have you got? What reality show have you been on? You know, it's like, it's all about
popularity.
Your Instagram, TikTok, YouTube.
Vanity metrics.
Facts. So I was very lucky, and I think I was probably one of the last people to have a job like that, you know, where they wanted a fresh face. So I started off doing MTV News, which was like a everyday short thing, but we'd also do, you know, premieres and interviews and
and I know MTV News.
Yeah. And then from there, I then got the chart show. And then from there, I got like a fashion show. And then from there, I got a live music show. And it was just, do festivals. And I'm still here. I don't know how I'm still on MTV 11 and a half years later. Because they switched them up every like 2 years, the presenters. I'm the longest running in the UK.
The thing is though, because MTV really changed, especially, we don't get MTV UK. At least I don't get MTV UK. It's the USA. And their model really has changed, where it's really reality TV focused. Like, there's no TRL, there's no even MTV News anymore. I don't even recall seeing that. So like, so is it really that different from UK to the US? Like
it's the same. It's the same. Like, there's a lot less music. And I asked them about that. I was like,
can they music TV?
And I was like, how come it's like all reality these days? And they were like, because that's what gets the most views. That's what people want to watch.
Oh no.
So he's like, we're not going to go against what people want to see. They want to see all these shows. So that's why we keep creating more and new ones, and you know. But they are definitely, like, in the UK, they're still pushing the music side of things. Like they have a show called Gonzo, which is based on like rock music. They have Yo MTV Raps, which they brought back. Did you ever watch that?
Yeah.
So we have a UK version, and it's all like grime and UK rap
Man.
focused, which is sick. And then I don't know if I'm allowed to say it, but I'm starting a new show when I get back from here, which is all new music based.
So this is like your 20th show, like
I don't know, actually. I never counted. Let's say 20. That sounds good. Yeah. 20th show.
you host a lot of shows.
Yeah.
A lot of shows.
Yeah. And that's just MTV. Like, it's kind of like, it sounds like a lot, but it's kind of like ad hoc throughout the year, you know? And so I've worked with other, channels and brands and stuff as well. So,
You know more about like what you think caused the shift from music to reality television? Because music shows used to be like
Popping.
like viewed by a lot of people.
Back in
So
our
like
day.
Tiara, like so like what caused the shift? Like is it the shift in music? Is the shift in focus? Like what? In your opinion?
I don't know. I never really thought about that. I feel like the tipping point was, do you remember that show, The Hills?
Yeah.
That was like the first one, right? And that was on MTV.
Like,
Laguna
like one of the
Beach,
first.
yeah. And like,
Actually,
I guess-
the Real World was the first reality show on MTV.
yeah, I never watched that. I feel like that was pre me. I don't know, pre my
I have
time.
an older brother, so I used to
Right.
see it. So yeah. I remember it was
Yeah.
the first one. Yeah.
People just love being like in that, don't they? Everyone just wants to be in your life, and like it's fascinating to watch other people in real life. And I guess MTV just happened to put
In
it on.
quote
and
unquote
people
real
watched
life.
it.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, it's completely
Jersey Shore was MTV too, right?
Yeah.
Gym time.
Grenade.
Gym Time and Laundry, that right?
Yeah.
Yeah. The Jersey Shore.
I love that show.
I did too.
Yo, but did you ever watch
I
the
did
UK version?
No.
Jordie Shore. Wild.
The Jordie Shore.
Jordie
I didn't
Shore.
hear about it for real. I didn't hear about it.
To be honest, I never watched a Jersey Shore.
I'm going to look for it right now.
I've never watched
It's
a
worth a
Jersey
little
Shore.
dip in just to watch one episode, and then you'll be like, cool. It's great.
It's
a great
so
show.
funny, like you say it too, and I'm thinking like, why the thing that is in my head, I don't know if it's a Netflix reality show or if it's a reality show, I don't know, station, network TV over there, but there's a clip that come out like the girl thought that he was gonna propose to her, but he's like, I want to put in your bum.
What?
Yes. I am
dead.
just thinking
Leave
about
it to
that.
Ari.
Yo, leave it to her for burn up the show.
Just remove.
Come here, I wonder how she go with this, you know.
Put in your bum.
Hold on, I'm drop a blood clot bomb on you.
Drop.
You don't know that Japanese
I
stuff.
upset because he's like, I want to put in your
Yo,
bum.
I would just get good with Sizzler too, you know, star. Yeah, I gotta mash up the link.
But it's just not.
God.
But it's things like that, though. I'm just thinking about is that the wildness,
Yeah.
the raunch, like people just like the randomest people feel like he's your neighbor. Yeah, sit in your neighbor life. It's like, oh, you know, like them
Yo, do you know who
weird
should
stuff.
be on that show? Momo. That episode. Yo, I had to take breaks. I was headed Forest. I had to take breaks when I listened to that. That was an intense episode.
We see her like last night. I brought the jail. I was like, yeah, I'm not gonna follow that.
You don't got it.
My God.
Yeah, can't it?
I was
Can't
telling
it?
you, we're gonna do
Wow.
something nice and wholesome.
Yeah.
Like balance.
You know what I mean? Balance.
Yeah, but it was wildly entertaining. Same thing as Jordie Shore. Like, imagine if they did a Jamaican like Jordie Shore.
Yeah, it'd be
What
crazy.
area would it be? Do you think? Because like Jersey Shore is like, I don't even know how you describe it. It's like in the UK we would call it like chav, like chavvy or like commoners or like that's kind of the word. Like when we talk about Essex, because we have like an Essex-based show. As
Yeah.
well.
Ghetto? That's what you mean? Is it ghetto?
Nah,
Really
not
ghetto?
quite, not quite. Like Jersey Shore, I don't know. It's not. You wouldn't say that was ghetto, would you?
Yeah, it's not
It's like
ghetto.
a popular,
But it's
like a lot of people go there.
like they just all dress up, mad makeup, fake, all of
Yeah.
that, and then just get wild drunk, and they go to like the same spots. I don't know if there is
So
a
it's
place like
like-
that in Jamaica.
Oh, here?
Uptown.
Yeah.
Rabies. The real side girl are ribbies.
Wow,
I'm just
that's our
freestyling.
show.
I'm just freestyling.
That would be the Jamaican
freestyling,
version.
yeah.
Let's pattern this.
But the thing is like it can't just be in the club. It has to be like a home-based thing.
Yeah, they all stay in like one big
Yeah.
house.
Let's put
Yeah.
You can go waterfront.
Yeah, waterfront. Yeah, waterfront. Got good.
You know what I'm thinking is like somewhere between Uptown and
Oh, so that's why the one the ribbies at Arden Road, I think.
yeah, but I'm thinking somewhere like off Red Hills Road because like Red Hills like right there's some cassava peas and whatever.
Yeah.
But it's nice. It has nice areas. Yeah, I think right there would that be a nice place for real. Yeah.
All right, I'd watch
Respect,
it.
man.
I'd watch that.
We'll talk about you and Deadly.
Yeah.
You choosing to shine a spotlight on dancehall. Why? And what's your relationship? Like, what's your introduction to dancehall music?
So it's reggae and dancehall.
Yes.
It actually
My
started
bad.
off as reggae.
Yeah.
Well, for me, I'm just a massive fan of reggae and dancehall music. I grew up on a lot of like old school reggae. My mum is
How old?
Really?
like Gregory Isaacs.
Okay.
We also like Toots and the Maytals, John Holt. Like all the good like the classics. And yeah, that was always the vibe in my house growing up.
I laugh because I say you did that clean when you listen to it because that's a thing for us. Like Sunday morning,
Sunday.
yeah, like Saturday, Sunday, like you turn on the radio. So is that the vibe too? Like where?
Yeah, to be honest, always playing.
Okay.
Always like, on car journeys. That was always the thing for us. Like that's all, most of my memories are like based around like long car journeys and we would just sing all the lyrics.
Yeah, and your mom was in a band too, right?
Yeah, all my family are musicians. So yeah, my mum, she don't like me to talk about it.
She was in a
She
reggae
might watch
band.
this as well, so but my mum was a musician and was so was my dad.
In Jamaica?
No, in the UK.
Okay.
Yeah, my
Oh.
mum was born in the UK. So my granddad was born
in
and
Jamaica.
raised in Jamaica.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
Anato Bay. And then my mum grew up in the UK. She lived in Jamaica for a little while, but no.
Was she a
everyone's
part of
raised-
the Windrush generation, or was that
No, my
pre her?
granddad.
Your dad, right? Your granddad.
Yeah. So that's where it all started. That was where it was all apart. But it became a thing. I think the first time I went to Jamaica, maybe like 15, 16 years ago, we had a massive family reunion. So like all the Jamaicans who had moved away to like, Canada, Florida, UK, and some people who were in Jamaica as well. There was about 40 of us all linked up. And that's when I was like, okay, this is it. Like I just felt a real connection. And I think at that time I had just started DJing, but I wasn't playing reggae and dancehall. And I came back like obsessed. And that's where I guess that journey began. And I started like a local radio station, and somehow was getting, considering it was such a small station, I was getting people like Morgan Heritage, Protege,
Yeah.
Spice. I don't know how, but like from the early. So, and then, somebody hit me up that worked at One Extra and was like, it's mad. All these Jamaicans keep coming over and asking to be interviewed by you. But like, he was like, they don't even know what platform. Like, they just want you to interview them. He was like, you should start your own thing.
Yeah.
You need to start your own thing and just put all, because I was doing like lots of different, for different people. And he was like, just put it all under your umbrella. So then I came up with the idea of Deadly. I definitely wanted it to be a video platform because I already kind of had my foot in the door there, as a TV presenter, and I knew videographers and stuff like that. So I just took the plunge one day. This was like 7 years ago now. And it just so happened that summer, Chronix, Jesse Royal and Christopher Martin were all in London. And so I was just like, cool, I'm just going to start shooting. So I got like a local videographer and we shot Chronix, was the first one we ever did, which was mad.
You say it was a rendition, like you did. It was like a dub over of Bob Marley.
Yeah, he did
but
Natty Dreads.
You get YouTube strike.
Did
YouTube
it?
strike. You did. That's all right.
Not yet.
Or some like you had to. There was like some sort of conflict with the some like it had to come down, or if not come down, but Let me bring
that
it
one's
up.
still there.
Okay.
But yeah, at the beginning I wanted Deadly to, I was trying to think of ways to bring like reggae music and these artists to a wider audience. I was like, covers.
Sorry, it's like copyright restrictions. It did not work out as she anticipated. So that was it. The cover of Bob Marley's
Who
Not a
said
Joke.
that? What is this?
The Gleaner.
Oh,
You never remember?
I didn't know they wrote that. I don't remember what we spoke about, but I remember doing that. That was a while ago. Yeah. Yes, exactly. So it started off covers, and Jessie did a sick sort of version of Ed Sheeran song, and yeah. But then I was like, actually, I feel like this is maybe not going to go down so well. So we went in a different direction. But yeah. And so for a few years, I was working with a few different videographers. And then from 2020, Forrester, right there, has been shooting the stuff. And it's been dope.
Yeah.
So yeah, the whole point is just... I don't feel like there's, especially not in the UK, there's not loads of video platforms that place Jamaican culture and music like at the core.
Yeah.
We have, you know, like Link Up TV, we have Grime Daily, stuff like that, SBTV, who sometimes will like dabble in like Jamaican music, but there's nothing that's like dedicated to it. And I already had some links with artists and I was like, this just feels right. And I know that we can make it look amazing, because that's the other thing. Sometimes, you know, it can be quite slapdash quick.
Yeah.
And like, I know enough like super talented people to just show how beautiful Jamaica is. So yeah, that's kind of why it all started.
I think with that intent and with your, you know, fashion sense and your know-how in the business, it makes for a very dope presentation, I must say.
Thank you.
It's really cool way though.
You know, well, my question though is like when it named Deadly.
That's what I was going to ask too.
Because in Jamaica, everything has to be sort of sanitized. And, you know, when you think of dead, like, oh my God. We can't sponsor you, but you got Clark sponsoring you. You have a bunch of people that come on board. Like, first of all, why name it Deadly? And was there ever any sort of pushback saying maybe you have to reconsider naming it this because it probably didn't appeal to a wider audience?
Do you know what? That never even crossed my mind.
I was like,
so
Dudley,
interesting.
Deadly.
No one ever, yeah, right. So the reason
I was
why
actually thinking Cool and Deadly. That's like
that's where it came from.
Okay.
I've tattooed here.
Yeah,
Cool and Deadly.
yeah.
So that
That's it. A
that
trigger,
phrase, yeah. There's loads of songs that's like, and it just seems like a really popular phrase in Jamaican culture. I hear it in songs all the time, and it also is used in other countries as well. Like in Ireland, everyone's like, "Yo, those shoes are deadly." Like it's just kind of like around the world. And I had a list of different names when I was trying to come up with it, and like I just kept coming back to Deadly. Just kept coming back, and it's like Becca D, Becca Dudley, Becca Deadly. I don't know, it just all kind of fitted together quite nice. And yeah, I haven't had any pushback from brands, no. But like I feel like maybe Jamaica is more religious in that way, where they would be like, oh, Deadly is dark. I don't know. I didn't, it honestly didn't cross my mind.
I'm trying not to be like that girl.
Go on, be her.
She can't help herself.
But you know, it's like, because I'm wondering if you are another person, would it work? Like, would they be like, Deadly? Oh my God, negative connotation. You're black. You're big. Like, would that be the pushback? Because I'm thinking that, because that's always been the case for us. Like, if it's something where we try to reclaim, I'm like, why would you do that? Why would you do that? But you know, because even dance, I know you hear about this dancing in Jamaica, and I mean, I push back against it because, you know, like you're black and like the negative connotation and association with it. Why would you want to be associated like that? But, and especially again, because we're black. But you know, there's no issue with you, especially when something deadly, morbid.
But I don't know. Everyone
I did not
like
get that vibe.
Me neither. I think she's pretty too deep right now. God no.
I did not get that. I mean, Cool and Deadly. Like, that style, they're deadly.
I think Cool and Deadly too, but then to have the brand like that, because I've seen many times where people, when it's something like negative in that way, like, even by itself alone, like, you know, why you name it that? No, rename it, change it. Like somebody, governor named Diablo. It is Spanish for devil. He had to change it to governor. You see what I say? I don't think it's far.
I feel like that's different.
I don't think so.
I don't see
so.
deadly as a negative, dark word like devil. Like deadly has got like a lot of positive connotations as well. So whereas like the sort of devilish stuff does not, right? Like deadly, I genuinely have never even thought of it as a negative thing. And you're the first person to bring it up. So that's really interesting. I wonder if other people have thought that and not said it.
So maybe I should change the name.
Yeah, watch me tomorrow. Cool.
You know what? I mean, and again, that's why I was like, I never want to be that girl, because I get it, I totally get it. When she was saying it's only Dudley, I know it came off cool and deadly.
Yeah, that's
but the
what
challenge is like, especially what we face, like certain things is like you have to be sanitized and corporate. And I even wanted to talk to you about that, because I feel like in the UK maybe it's a different market where you don't, like, you're allowed to be yourself. Like, is there any sort of negative pushback about like the artists that you'd interview, or the type of people that you'd have, the type of music that you're playing, and like not get a pushback with corporate in corporate UK?
Yeah, I mean the pushback would be around violence and homophobia and language.
Yeah.
Oh.
So that's what I've learned.
No bomber clad?
Yeah, I feel like that would probably be. Actually, I'm thinking about like working with Clarks. There's been a few bomber Clarks in our deadly, surely. Yeah, I feel like those have slid through.
Like, could you play a song with Bomber Club on MTV UK? That could work.
Unsure. I know like Taliban's was like being played on MTV, which is crazy. Is like when I do the chart and I'm saying like a dancehall artist, that never happens, so that's always really cool. But yeah, I mean, most of the song was bleeped out.
Yeah,
literally. And they say tally, they don't say Taliban, they go tally.
Because Taliban's is a negative thing.
Yeah, and there's a lot of controversial stuff.
I know
in
I'm
that
not
song.
crazy. I feel like you're making me seem like I'm crazy.
Just a little bit.
Well, I think the deadly thing, like, it could be used as like bad, like cool. You know, like all them words are used,
wicked. Yeah.
like wicked, you know, like even, you know, with Premier League football, like it's not unheard of to hear a commentator say, oh, that was a deadly finish by the striker, like things like that, you know what I mean? So can mean clinical, it can mean even embodied dancehall to me.
That's what it means. Cool and deadly mean
Yeah,
like
yeah,
you're
yeah,
cool.
yeah.
With a
It kind of embodied dancehall to me. So it have that edge there.
Killer.
But, Bounty Killer, it has that edge, it have that, you know, but it...
Bounty Killer's a good
accurate.
Example. Did he get pushed back?
I'm sure he did.
Man?
I'm sure he did. But him probably rebel and say, I'm keeping it.
Him get pushed back for look into my eyes. You know, so that they get banned for some time.
That song,
That's
Look Into My Eyes. Tell me what
That's
you did.
crazy.
Yeah, if you map it, and
That's
that get
crazy.
banned from radio. I'm like, did it? It did.
What did he say that made it? Was there a specific?
Look into my can you feel my pain? Am I an enemy? Like I said, the song itself is saying about or talking about a young man's struggle of like, I will rob you.
When he must say like the only friend I have.
It's my 9.
Yeah.
So it was just like a pen of a struggling young man who like, I'm hungry, I'm gonna kill you. I have to kill it to feed myself. And
Highly misunderstood at the time.
Right. I mean, yeah, interesting. I disagree, but like taking that on board.
Noted.
Duly.
I see your point.
Because you know what too, and for you to say the support of so many companies for your reggae dancehall show is really inspiring. And even Clark's Jamaica, that's not a thing. Clark's
should be.
Is where Clark's, because it's obviously home. Its home is UK, but Clark's supports dancehall. Like for make Popcorn get that looking is incredible, and you have your own deadly merch from Clark's. That's an amazing thing.
Well, these are one of one. These aren't for sale.
Well, I'm assuming.
But one day it will be like to have
they made
my
it
own
for you
like
specifically.
line. I got them made. So I said to Clarks, can you send me some blank ones so we can get some deadly ones made?
Nice.
They sent them to me. They sent them to the guy who then customized
So
it.
are you like an ambassador for
Yeah.
Okay. Right. So how that come too? Because I mean, again, I can see the synergy between dancehall and reggae. But
Yeah. How did that come about? I think they always used to just send me, like, they have, like, I guess a list of influencers. Hate that word so much. But
you're
like
an influencer.
Yeah, you could be seen as one, really.
Come on. You're
and there
pretty,
needs to be
you're
another
young.
word for it because I can't bear, especially when I'm talking about myself. Blech, makes me sick. But like, yeah, they have a list of people who have some influence in the industry, and they send them shoes. So
That's
I was
too
on that
long.
list.
That's why
It
she
doesn't
said
have a ring,
it
does
fast.
it? Yeah. But I hit them up in, I think it was like 2020, and Forrester and I were working on like an online series because obviously we couldn't come to Jamaica and shoot. So I was interviewing people over Zoom, which was like cool then. And yeah, I just hit them up and I had a meeting with them and told them about it. And I think it was just good timing because at the same time they were looking for somebody to sort of like host their Instagram lives, and they were looking for like a presenter DJ person. And I think they actually had someone already. But my connect at Clark's was like, nah, but we need Becca because she's actually like doing shit in Jamaica, whereas this other person is not. So yeah, and it just kind of went from there really. They originally wanted me to do stuff for them as an ambassador, and I was like, yeah, I'll do that, but if we bring in Deadly. So
Are you tying your own thing?
yeah,
Yeah, that
that's
makes
how that
sense.
happened.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and you're celebrating, and I guess fashion too, and it all ties in with you.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
how big is fashion to you like how big of a thing is fashion to you in reggae music? Like, do you think there's a reggae fashion?
Yeah, oh yeah, definitely.
What's that to you?
I don't know, like it depends what era we're looking at. It depends who we're looking at, I suppose, and yeah, what scene. But there's just a swag. There's like a relaxed swag that you don't see anywhere else. Like for the Bob Marley premiere, I went like old school rude boy kind of vibes, and I made literally a whole mood board of like what I wanted to do.
Like your channel probably like the Isaacs them, like
Exactly.
Peter Tosh, them used to dress in them dapper
Exactly.
suit there,
Yeah. And I had the guy that styled me for that curated an exhibition called Return of the Rude Boy, and also Missing Threads, which were both about black fashion and designers in the UK and the influence of the Caribbean as well. And so yeah, the hat that I wore was the same designer from that designed for Gregory Isaacs and Sir Lloyd Coxstone, and like yeah, there was a lot of like synergy and relevance to every single piece that I was wearing. And I tried to carry that through, you know. There's always like a little nod in the way that I dress, you know, from like a little mesh merino.
Because when I look at you too, like I look at your image and thing, like I see there is sort of like bohemian reggae, because I want like bohemian chic, because I see some nods to the country and its style, but still like with a little UK vibe, and you know, I wouldn't even say hippie too, but like I see you, I can see you in it, because like your curly hair and the hat and thing, but still like nods to Jamaica. So is that really intentional for you, for your style?
Yeah, I always have a small nod. There's somewhere, even if it's just the Clarks or the necklace, there's always a little something. But I don't want to go like full red, gold, and green, or like Jamaican flag colours. You know what I mean? All the time. I did a little phase of that, and I was like, "Mate, you need to chill out. You're trying too hard."
Don't want to say that.
Don't want to make yourself a caricature.
Exactly.
I'm Jamaican too.
Yeah, right. I don't want to give that vibe.
I read that you feel like you constantly have to prove yourself in essentially. So is it that you're proving that you're Jamaican enough, like,
Jamaican adjacent, or
like what exactly are you trying to prove?
I think I said that when I was referring to DJing. And I
acknowledge our reggae with this one. That's why I feel like, sorry, not because I'm looking at, I have to bring it up for reference.
Yeah, I don't know what I said. This was a long time ago.
Right, I find that because I have to Okay, so you're talking about, I find that every Jamaican I've encountered is so proud of their culture and nationality. And I've always felt a strong connection too. I may not look or sound like I am from there, so people are always going to question my knowledge and dedication. She said, I find that because of it, I always have to prove myself in this field. And honestly, I don't think it's as a bad thing. If anything, it pushes me to do better and work much harder. At the end of the day, everyone's going to have an opinion, but it doesn't matter what a person likes. It matters what I know and how I was brought up. And I know what's in my blood.
Yeah, you tell him. Oh,
Becca.
Yeah. No, it's 100% true. Like I always feel like people, I'll turn up to a set and everyone's like, who's this white girl? What does she know? The amount of times I get asked, it's a reggae event, right? Every time, or a dancehall event. And the amount of times I'll turn up and they'll be like, are you going to play reggae? And I'm like, is it a reggae? Do you think I'm going to play Britney Spears? Like, what? It's shocking the amount of times I get asked that. And
Britney Spears specifically.
Yeah, Kylie Minogue. Like, yeah. So I've been asked that quite a few times. Now I feel like I'm starting to cement myself in the scene a lot more, so I don't get pushback really. But like, definitely for the first few years, there's always people like,
What you know?
We know about Jamaican
and they watch
music.
with the arms folded, and I've had like people then apologize to me afterwards.
Nice.
They'll start off stush, and then at the end they're like, "Hey," and they're like super nice, and that's what happens every time. But but what I was saying in that interview is so true, that like I have to, like, I honestly prep so hard. I over prep for everything, and I stress about everything, and I think it's annoying that I have to waste like anxiety on things like that, because it always does go well, but maybe it does go well because I have like really like got myself into the mindset, you know what I mean? I've like really like tried.
I need to do well.
Yeah.
So you're
I'm not a white girl.
Not just a white girl.
No, you're part.
I mean, that is up for debate. I don't know what is white. I have white skin, but I will have mixed race heritage. So it's, it's them ones.
We're mixed with.
Mixed heritage. Pardon?
We're mixed with.
What are you mixed with?
Yeah.
No, I know. I'm Jamaican and British.
Okay.
No, that's your nationality. So is your
what?
Chinese Jamaican?
UK.
Yeah. So it's like, was your mom black? Like she had black skin tone, or Okay.
Yeah.
Your grandfather, was he like fully black too?
Yeah. So grandfather, born and raised Jamaican, fully black. Mum, half black, half white.
That's why I forgot,
her mum was white. I think she had a bit of Irish in her.
Your grandfather, who's Jamaican, he married and had a white lady. Oh, okay.
Had my mum.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And then she had me with a man who is
German man.
German and white.
That was not racist.
Okay, well, Forrester is German, just so you know. I'm just going to put that out there right now.
Just turn off ours, man.
Yeah, swear.
It's so funny because I was reading and you're like, you're not connected to your German. It feel like you're disconnected from your German side.
Because we only have like we're only really tight with my mum's side, and that's the black side. Like, all my immediate family, I'm the only person, well, my dad is white and I'm the only person other than him that looks white. Everyone, like my sisters are both brown, like, so
couldn't give me some.
it's like because I was the last one, I feel like they just ran out of melanin, and it was just like I got the last tiny little drop which went to my hair, but I got nothing else. Rhythm, I got some rhythm. A slow whine is pretty much it.
I've asked about this though because you're entrenched in the culture, but you also do fundraising events for the LGBTQ community. How you make that work? How you do that? I have done that
before,
you know what the culture is about in regards to even that. So how you make that work for you?
Yeah, it's a tough one to navigate. I'm not gonna lie.
Can you just imagine?
And I don't know how safe I feel talking about it right now. Everyone's gonna come for me in the comments, aren't they? I can see it already.
Like, I'm cool and deadly, bro. Like, what are you trying to do?
Yeah. The UK accent.
You want me to come for you, bro?
Not bad. mad? You've been watching Top Boy?
Yeah, Peaky Blinders.
Okay, yeah. The homophobia thing is something that I have to navigate every single day as a bisexual person. And somebody who, you know, is working with a lot of different artists, rastas, dancehall artists, like especially with Deadly, we have to navigate that. Are we going to put that in? Are we going to feature that person? Am I going to play that song as a DJ?
Oh shit.
That part is one of the hardest.
It's deep.
Because, and then it's like, okay, well, if you're going to cut that person, then you've got to cut these 20 other people more. So, and I don't do it. I'm not perfect with it. I'm sure there's some hypocritical moves there along the way, but I try my best to just stick with what feels right in my heart. And I can't play songs that are saying that kill any kind of people. Like, you know, so
wait, so you're not going to play not just kill homosexual people, but like kill us. So like the gunman song them where I talk about like kill.
Yeah, this is where it gets tricky as well. It's where it gets tricky.
You can't play this song 3:00 in the morning.
Yeah, it's
you
hard.
can't play that. Can't play nothing.
To be honest, I'm not like an advocate of gunman music.
Yeah.
Let's put it that way. But like there are tunes that I play, and we on this season of Deadly are about to sort of dip our toes into that area just to see what's going on essentially. But I don't want to say who we're going to shoot with yet because it's dancehall in it and they might not happen. So let's see. Let's see.
At least you're honest with things.
I've got confirmed, but I don't know how. So let's just wait and see. But yeah, in terms of the LGBTQ plus stuff, that is a real tricky one and it weighs on my heart.
You know, I did not know that you were. I saw that you did charity for it, but I'm just assuming all that. I didn't know you were part of the community.
Yeah.
So I was like, it's an interesting conversation. Can we go a little further with it? If you're
maybe. I don't know.
Well, I was just wanting to know, like, even too, because you know we've wondered.
Have you ever had? Sorry, go on.
No, well,
Check an interview. That's our interview.
I don't know if you're asking if we
That's
never
her
had
job.
a homosexual person on the show. We don't know.
Okay, so no one's spoken about it before.
Nobody.
Okay, I'm not going to talk about it.
No.
I'm not going to be the first person to talk
Everybody.
about it.
This is sort of a landmark moment, right?
Look at me like recoiling.
But the thing is, it's like you're English, you're British. Like, you don't have the same issues and struggles that a Jamaican person would
Oh my
have
God,
with that.
yeah. It's a very
not that
safe space over there.
So my question is too, like, you know, we were having a discussion like with someone, won't name who, but you know, like the extreme violence and homophobia, well, the extreme homophobia that, you know, I guess grounded in violence kind of put a stamp on or kibosh on the music going overseas and traveling to further growth. Do you think in your experience, or do you think that rings true where it feel like, you know, older dancehall reggae folks who have this harsh stance against the LGBT plus community, you know, for them to travel overseas and get the opportunities that I see where probably, you know, newer acts in reggae and dancehall are afforded because their stance isn't that harsh? You understand the question?
Yeah, it's a bit convoluted, but all right, yeah.
You
It's
say-
classic character, by the way. It's classic
My
character.
brain is running a million miles an hour.
Yeah.
But it's just essentially, it's like
Is it
old
fair?
time people used to like do a bunch of shit, burn up every man, and if you're not straight and whatever, and then they get this opportunity to go to festivals and the shows overseas because, you know, there's a movement now to say, well, no, we're about love and equality and everybody come in. But there are newer dancehall and reggae acts who aren't as harsh on their stance. And, you know, we get to see them go overseas, like almost like rebuilding reggae to a point of like inclusion and love as it what the genre say it's supposed to represent.
Do you find that to be true?
I'm not sure. I I kind of like zoned out for a second and then was like, I'm scared to talk about this.
That's the question.
And then I was like, and then I said, wait, I've got ADHD. You have ADHD. Is that you? Do you have ADHD?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you know.
No, absolutely. That's
Brain went a million different places when you were talking.
People
It's so funny to me.
It's funny.
I said interrupt them, but they want to know
It's
because
funny.
I
Go on, say, Ari,
wanna, like,
just get to the point.
Yeah.
But that's the ADHD
Also,
because
yeah.
in my brain I'm like, am I asking it right? No, but then I don't want to offend her. But like then, and it's like, there's several things. I think you and I are aligned, and it's fine. It's fine.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Yeah.
You find the reggae community more welcoming to you than the dancehall community?
That she didn't ask.
I know, but that me I asked something was just more streamlined. Yeah, you find say, you are more welcome within the reggae community as somebody who is bi.
I don't feel welcome now.
What?
No.
I lie, I tell.
Well, it depends how we're speaking. Like, I suppose. Okay, well, in Jamaica, yeah. It's very complicated.
I know.
There's so many layers to it. Like, do I feel comfortable and accepted? No, because I know that, like, deep down, a lot of people don't agree with that. But everyone is like, yeah, a lot of people like fuck with me, so still, but I'm sure there are also some who don't. But I think, to be honest with you, I mean I date men as well. It's like I'm not, for the longest time I was always in relationships with men, and I think that when I started out in the reggae industry, that was the way it was. And it's only really been in the last couple of years that I've sort of like spoken about it. So it's a new thing that I'm navigating.
Yeah,
still.
what make you be bold though? Like, what was that thing make you say like, fuck it, I'm bisexual? Like, let me say it, declare it.
I think because to be honest, I was pushing it down for so long. Because I won't get into the whys really, but I think I was with men who wouldn't really want me to like talk about that or like share that.
Were they
anybody.
Jamaican men?
No.
Okay.
Well, no. No.
Like screw that. Shall I go through the memory bank? No.
One of them, but yeah, no.
Incriminating.
Wow.
Was I with that Delroy?
No, them just in a link, so
No,
Let's do that link.
I'm not referring to no. So when that ended, I then was like, oh, I'm free to like be myself and I can talk about it. And then I was like, woo, speaking about it. And then I'm not gonna lie, I forgot that there would be some pushback in the
That's
reggae.
what I was wondering. Like, what
I think
was
I just
the
didn't think about it, from being honest.
What was the fallout from that once you made that known?
What was the fallout?
I'm sure you get batty girl. Them something like, I'm sure that was it.
Not really, but I'm sure I will now. Do you know what I mean? Like, I haven't really
trust me, in a damn comment section.
Yeah, I mean,
yeah, it might just.
But I expect whatever.
I don't live here, babe.
Nah, it's not even that. It's just like, I just think that things are changing.
Yeah.
And like, a big part of me doesn't like to talk about it because I know there will be horrible comments, but at the same time, the people that don't comment are also getting affected in a positive way. And like, if I ever do speak, I don't really speak about it that much, but if I ever do, I get a lot of comments from like messages from a lot of Jamaican people as well, who are just like, thank you for speaking about this because nobody will.
Yeah.
And
I'm
like,
sure you would.
and they ain't gonna comment, you know what I mean, on the publicly. So even though I'm sure there will be some sort of pushback, I remember that, yeah, times are changing, artists coming out, people are speaking about it more, you know, Gen Z is like the freest, gayest, like
probably a bit too free. Probably a bit too free.
Yeah. So things, I think, like,
Yeah.
we're going to see a lot of changes musically within the creative industry as well.
You
Like,
think you can change in reggae? Dance?
I think that we can see positive change. I don't think that it's going to do a full 180. I think, like, yeah, there has to be improvements. I don't see how it can stay this way forever because of the amount of people that are feeling courageous to speak up and come out and like. God, what was I talking about? Yeah. You think about statistically, like how many, it's something crazy, like 1 in 5 people or something, somewhere along
Not
the
in
LGBT.
Jamaica.
What?
Not in Jamaica.
Them there, but like Ninja Man said, them doesn't even declare themselves. Yeah,
Yeah, it's like you don't know. People, and this is like, it doesn't necessarily mean like they are a gay man, like, but they be, you could be on the spectrum somewhere.
Yeah.
Interested in kissing a girl,
Yeah.
like that kind of thing.
But it's so funny. I think it's changing, but I think it's more accepted for women. So like even your bisexuality is like, can I bring a girl in? Like a man would be like, yeah, baby.
Hell yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
So I think that sort of the perspective on that, especially for women, it's changing. Maybe it's just going to be probably harder for men.
I agree.
And I think more so too is just like, okay. I think the feeling is like, okay, you're that. Stay over there.
Yeah.
Stay over here. Let's party.
But there's like a whole queer community here that I didn't. I'd like the big one that I didn't know about.
Yeah, we have J-Flag. Yeah. Yeah.
And more.
And
But it's all secret, I guess, right? Like, so
yeah. As you said, there's certain songs that you can't play. How was it for you at the after party at the Bob Marley movie? What were some of the songs that you played or couldn't play?
I went on a whole journey because it was like a 4-hour set. So it was like from people just arriving, warm-up vibes, and I was doing like more rootsy stuff. I actually was playing like a lot of like Protege, Chronic, John Line, like that kind of vibe. And then built up into like old school reggae, but like the big classics, you know. And then we went into like 90s dancehall, but I don't. To my knowledge, I don't play anything that's super. You're never going to hear like a boom bye bye in my set or anything like that.
You ever tease it? That would have bad.
No, but I think if I played like a queer party, I'm sure, which I haven't before, but like I think that I hear that that's what happens. Like there's a lot of like reclaiming of those songs.
Yeah, because that's funny enough because TOK said them not play
From them apart.
And people comment and say, well, even the gay man, them love it. So it's just like,
but I think it just depends on the context, right? I had this discussion the other day. It's like, because somebody was playing a homophobic song and they were like, well, no, but my brother's gay and like that he's cool with it. And I was like, totally, but like the audience that you're playing to right now are not, well, you don't know. You don't know. And so it's like a violent song and you don't know how it's going to be received, but if you know that if it's a queer DJ playing to a queer crowd, then it's a different story. But like I think I
mean the intersectionality of you is just
mate,
like, you're a weird model.
Imagine the anxiety in my head.
I know we can see. I mean I say like the pushback
half black, half white.
like the struggles for you must be
literally, and I'm like,
I have a newfound respect for you. You're brave, like genuinely.
You.
And then to see you come out here and like like work in it. And I mean, I'm sure you're not going to go in any violent spaces, and I'm sure you're not going to work with anyone who have any negative feeling towards you. But I mean, I honestly commend you. It's like really brave, like especially to declare it because you never had to,
right?
Like you really didn't have to. Like no one would have been the wiser if you never said anything. So
I just can't not be. I just want to be like the most authentically way I can. Otherwise, I just want to live my truth, and if people don't fuck with that, that's fine. But yeah, the amount of pain that it causes a lot of people to just not be able to talk about certain things. I just want to be able to like give other people a voice also. So yes, it is a bit scary sometimes, and I mean, yes, I do have a lot of anxiety because, like you said, it's like I don't fit into anything. I am a mixed race person who doesn't look mixed race, so I don't necessarily fit into that crowd. I don't necessarily like relate fully to a full white person at the same time. I'm not straight. I'm not gay. Do I go to the queer party or do I go to the straight
You're
party?
rather duplicitous.
Literally.
Oh god,
crazy. I want to ask you, like, have you ever got pushback from artists?
Yeah, that's.
Have you ever gotten a pushback from any artists?
Like when them final.
Yeah.
No, not to my face.
Not to your face.
I'm sure like there's probably people who maybe like would keep their distance, like not want to be associated. I've been told that before, that like
Like,
not necessarily artists, but
Okay.
like a friend of mine who's Rasta said that like people have said, "Oh, are you sure you want to associate with her?" Yeah.
Ooh, Granix?
No.
Oh.
No, the person who said it to me is not an artist.
Okay.
Yeah. But yeah.
Have you ever DJ'd in Jamaica?
I'm doing my first set next weekend.
Yeah. At
Yeah.
Tap Bar.
Tack Bar,
Oh,
7 days.
What is it? What's the event called?
Something Saturdays. I don't know. We haven't got the flyer yet. I don't know.
Wait,
Yeah, I'm glad this is the other wee one did them things.
Let me
haven't-
bring it up for you. Tap Bar.
I don't think they have announced it yet. They said they were going to send me a flyer soon to approve. So I don't know, but it's me and Cryptic. You know Cryptic?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, me and Cryptic. Saturday 17th. That's
There
the
we go.
info.
And that would be the
I'm doing
first
2
time.
hours. Yeah, I played one time at a New Wave event with Protege and Coffee and Agent Sasko.
Why you laugh?
2018, just because I'm Coffee. I can see him looking at me.
How was that?
Yeah, it was good, but I don't really count that as like a real step because I didn't have my right equipment, and it was kind of like a makeshift vibe. So,
You weren't expected. You weren't
Was impromptu?
yeah, I think it was impromptu. I can't remember. It was like 7 years ago, but
wow.
yeah, it was like 2018, I think. So this time around, we've got the right equipment, the headline set to like a club rather than I think like the New Wave event was a bit more like background vibes,
Intimate.
but it was sick still. That was
Yeah.
an amazing opportunity. So yeah, we're just.
Do you
up
think
in the
a
vibes.
Jamaican crowd is different from a UK crowd?
Yeah, I would say so.
And so you prepare like mentally for that difference, or
I'm not sure. I'm a bit nervous if I'm being honest. I don't really know. I don't know. But I think all I can do again is just be me and play my vibes.
You're
So-
alright for Tap Bar, man. You're good.
Yeah, I saw Jules play there and he did like a straight Afrobeat set.
Yeah.
And everyone was vibing. So
It's an eclectic crowd.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I was thinking. So I'm gonna do a bit of dancehall, a bit of London, bit of Afrobeat, some edits, and just kind of mix it up.
Nice.
Let's drop in a bit of boom bye bye.
Yeah, that'll be my final.
I'm telling you. It I got shot if I'm telling you. Let's get boom bye bye and just cut it right there. So Now, Max, who was the biggest dancehall artist in the UK from your vantage point?
I mean,
see.
Steph London.
Wow, Steph
In terms of
London.
numbers and like commercially, I would
Yeah.
say Steph London is the most well known.
Okay.
Like on the ground, I feel like a lot of people rate Big Zeke's.
That's a local. That's a local.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
West London guy. He's sick. A lot of artists rate him as well, even from Jamaica. Like a lot of people come over and they're like, "Yeah, Big Zeke's is the one." You should check him out.
well, you know Grimes, so
I
he's
just
not
know that
in the
scene.
Grime.
Yeah. About like underground younger
Locally?
artists local to Jamaica, of course.
In Jamaica.
Like which
Yeah,
Jamaican
good.
artists translate big overseas? That's
Yeah,
what I'm
yeah.
asking.
When you say young, are we just talking like new?
Yeah, anyway.
Yeah, okay.
Modern.
Yeah.
Everything's quite like I find was quite behind. So the songs that are really hitting here aren't necessarily like sometimes I know songs that are going to go off here, and I assume that I'm going to get that reaction in the UK, and it doesn't. Like,
Wow.
so, but it's not to say it's not going to happen. I think it just takes more time for
Right.
songs to blow up. People are liking Valiant, definitely. I'm hearing, and the Dirty Money rhythm right now is going mad everywhere. So like all the
UK?
artists on that, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I guess because them did know it from before too, so it's not
Yeah,
really
exactly.
new.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who else is here? And I guess it depends where you're going. Like a lot of people listen to Chronic Law, but I don't necessarily hear him like in the club.
Well, he's not really.
And that's the same thing here, actually.
True.
I think that's the same thing here.
Right.
Yeah.
But yeah, people love that. I'm thinking about who's come recently to the UK as well, and it's like blown up. Who just came? Oh, Chronic Law just came.
Yeah.
And there was some drama, I think, at the show.
Was there? Didn't see that.
I looked it up and I didn't see anything, but I heard that
that's one like some behind the scenes thing.
Wow.
Yeah. People love skeng.
Yeah.
I was just
People
about to
love
ask you.
skilly bang. So yeah, there's definitely like a feel for it, but the UK artists are just not like blowing up. They're there, but they're not like blowing up.
Yeah. You think
Which is a
a
shame.
UK artist wants to be accepted locally here in Jamaica? Like, you think that they try hard to find some sort of connection to us in some way? Like even Steph London and like Big Zeke. I'm not sure of his heritage, but he's Jamaican.
Yeah.
So it's like, is he trying to be accepted here, and like you find that, or is it more so they're okay over there? Like,
I feel like I see all of them like back and forth from Jamaica. Yeah, for sure. I'm trying to think who, like, do you guys know Amaria BB?
Who?
That would be an interesting. I mean, she probably
Amari?
Amaria BB.
Oh, wait, come here. So we know Amari.
Bad. Huh?
Yeah, she bad for you.
Yeah.
I'm talking about somebody different.
Oh.
That Amari.
Yeah.
Yeah.
okay.
Oh, yeah, we know her. Yeah.
How do you feel? What do you think of her? Because she's
Oh, she
straight up
dope.
gay.
She cool. Yeah. She's what?
Straight up gay.
Oh, she's okay.
All her songs are
Do I retract?
I'm like, huh?
Yeah, I think we'd use on our song and proposed to you, so I think so.
Amaria.
I think so.
Yeah, she's doing really well in the UK.
I should dance all too.
She's dancehall, yeah, but it's kind of like slow.
Like R&B-ish type.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think
She do a song with Ding Dong.
Yeah.
Live some life. Yeah.
Someone said she is in Jamaica now, actually.
And she have a song with Skilly Bang Funds, yes.
Oh,
man,
yeah.
we
I love that tune.
Good.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
I have to get hip to her.
I
I'm
did not know that about her though. So it's known in the UK.
Literally all her songs, listen to her, all her songs are about women.
Wow.
She said woman, or it's just like because Kevin Campbell is like, can we talk for a minute? And come to find he's gay, but
She's like, I love your wet pussy.
Man. Oh, see?
Like that kind of shit.
I can
Like,
relate.
there's no going around it.
Did not know that.
Like should I put a girl on her back as her, like she say that. Oh,
Yeah.
interesting.
She will talk through all the positions.
yeah,
Intriguing.
Mariana look forget no. I mean, is it do you have to get recognition here? Like we don't spend on music like that, you know. While we support online,
Yeah,
that's it.
I
but
think artists would want to have like the ratings in Jamaica. Do you know what I mean? For like, you know, to add to the authenticity, and you
Where
know,
you're
they
from.
want that respect from their people. You know what I mean? I think it is important. I think it's important to artists for sure.
yeah.
For sure.
It should
Even
be.
like, you know, like your Kanos, like they've come to Jamaica, and you know, he's got a rum brand, and they filmed like they did a whole film around it here. Like I think a lot of artists it's important to them to connect with their Jamaican roots.
Yeah, that's good.
But there's not really many artists who make dancehall who aren't Jamaican. I watched that M.R. interview.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jamaicans love him, innit?
Yes.
Not really.
Love him up.
Some of them.
Yo,
Someone, it's half and half.
me.
It's a flip of a
And
coin.
I think too, like, and I wanted to even touch on that, kind of go beyond that, because I feel like it's so hard. That's why I mentioned, say you have to prove yourself. It's like you prove that you're down with the culture. You're not a culture vulture. You're not trying to
Right.
take
Yeah.
and, you know, go off. So I'm just wondering too, like, is that a conscious effort that you make to kind of show people that, hey, yes, I love reggae, and I'm not trying to keep it overseas. I'm coming here, connecting with you all, and spreading the message. Like, be a ambassador for it globally.
To be honest with you, that's not how I thought about it at all. It was more just like, I want to go, and I want to go and film with these artists, and I want to show everyone that this is amazing.
Yeah.
So I think it definitely, like, it does help, like, with authenticity and respect for sure, but like that's definitely not why I do it. I literally just do it because I love it. Like we spend our own like our money on like making it sick. Like I don't earn money from Deadly. It's not like we are very much using our own money here.
Wow.
Yeah.
So it's a passion project and it always has been.
Yeah.
So that's what it's all about. Pushing the music. And also we just love doing the shoots, don't we? It's like the most fun. That's my happy place, is like just being on a mountain shooting with an artist, or like in the backyard.
That's
of a
your model
studio.
side. That's your model
And also
side.
the fun thing with Deadly is like we always ask artists to choose a location, and that way we really get to see Jamaica.
Not
You know
the
what I mean?
touristy side, eh? Yeah.
Exactly. Like Governor one year took us to Spanish Town. We went in like a 6-car convoy. We went into like his hometown, and like, you know, we were like visiting places that we wouldn't have seen otherwise.
Yeah.
So that's a fun element of it.
I can't believe you didn't say governor. Governor, yeah.
Right, governor.
Like that. Yeah. Like, wow, that was a prime opportunity.
I was kind of waiting to hear some patois from you.
Hell no.
Wow, is this? It look like you make
Nah.
like the effort to stay clear from that. For real, like, that's what.
Fact.
Why?
You
I can't do
tried.
it.
Seriously?
I'm not gonna let you clip that up and put that on the internet.
Wow.
Hell no.
No, you
No,
tried.
know what?
Wow.
I can understand it, but I just don't speak it to like make it sound good. Do you know, for us,
You have to pick it up. You have to pick it up, Becca.
You're good?
Yeah. It's like when he's had a few drinks, it's like, is this a Jamaican?
I rinse the bum buckle out him. A couple drinks will do that to you. Yeah.
No, it's good though. It's legit. No.
Becca, you can say wagwan.
Yeah, I can.
Nah, man, me can't bother.
That was good.
That's all I got, guys.
We can't bother.
That's funny.
Yeah, that's funny.
I like it.
Man, Deadly Becca. So, and Deadly is like, I mean, I was trying to figure out what Deadly is too, but like what the series on YouTube, because you do a little bit of music,
Interviews.
acoustic music vibes and interviews, and so it's like a real eclectic amalgamation of who you are. Like it's just everything that you like.
Yeah, whole mixed up situation.
Yeah.
For sure. Yeah, it's like it started off as a video platform to shine a light on Jamaican music in all its forms, right? That's how it started. And now I'm like, how can we grow this even more? So like I've started doing events. Like we did our first Deadly party last year, which was sick. I'm starting a merch line to sort of bring the fashion element into it as well. And so it's going to be like streetwear vibes. And we also want to branch out into other cities. Like we're going to do a UK series. We went to Lagos last year as well.
I forgot to bring that up. So is it with Afrobeat artists or dancehall?
Yeah.
Okay.
Afrobeat artists. So we haven't put any of that out yet, but it'll be interesting to see like how that goes down. It would be sick to just be able to go around the world and like spotlight all these different like pockets of music. Still always keeping
Take
Jamaica
us with
at the
you.
core.
No, but you do the idea what we want, because we went to Trinidad. So
So
it's the
sick.
same idea, because it's nice to talk to somebody who have the same love and passion for the music, not in a wait a second, using kind of way, because but I see where dancehall has influenced so many genres: hip hop, dancehall, reggae, hip hop, Afrobeats, reggaeton. Like we see the hand of Jamaica, of dancehall, reggae in all these other brands, and even to me, I'm just like, man, I wish that we could get the recognition. And I'm always curious as to why. Like, what is it that's stopping us from like being on like Burna Boy performing on the Grammy stage? Like, like Tyler winning African, like their African music got a category for itself, so like even dancehall, like separating the genres, like getting the recognition that it deserves. Like I'm really curious. So I mean, if you're going around, just scare me. Come here, I'm ready.
I'm ready for you.
You don't have to carry them.
that lesbian girl.
Ask first.
I try to look her, we try to get trips.
That feel like I was looking.
I mean,
Oh, shut up. Don't listen to them.
I won't.
Becca, give thanks though. For
Yeah. So you
coming
start
through.
Thank
shooting,
you.
right? You start shooting with artists.
Yeah, shooting next week. We've got a lot of artists this time around. We've got a lot. I actually thought that, like, you know when you like overshoot because you assume that people are going to say no?
Yeah.
And I was like, asking all these big artists and then they're not going to say yes. And then they all said yes. So I was like, okay, we've got our work cut out for us. Like, we've got a lot to squeeze in. But it's possible. One year we did 20 in like 6 days.
We did that for
Trinidad.
do
Is
that
it?
in like 4 days.
Close to 30 artists.
Impressive.
Well, personalities, yeah.
Yeah, so, and like, it's literally just that, like, Deadly is like us.
Yeah.
That's it. I mean, we have Flo who does socials, but like, I will like produce everything, do all the artist liaison, like organize it, oversee the edit. Tim shoots everything, does the pictures, edits, does the audio, like between like, we don't have a big team and it's just too, like, we just love it. And that's why we do it. And like, I know that you guys get that because it's like the amount of time and effort that goes into doing this podcast, like every week, like the amount of work that goes into it that people don't see. Like, when my friend, like, my friends always say this to me. They're like, I don't think anyone has like any idea like how much time you spend. I don't take any days off. I'm like,
it's a lot of
night,
work.
weekend working on Deadly. For no money, just because I love to do it. Do you know what I mean? So
I guess MTV pays well.
That's why I keep doing both, because it's like I can't just do the passion thing. You know, I have to like earn my money in the career, which I also love to do. So it's like a win-win. But at the spare time and the money that I have, I spend it on Deadly. But I feel like it will pay off, and I hope
eventually.
It will. And like, I'd love to like build a little team and like also like have a little team out here as well. Like that would be sick.
Pick me.
Yo, some
We want to work. We want to go to UK. I've never been to England.
You never been?
Never been.
I think that was 2016. Yeah.
Okay. Were you working or you just went to hang?
Oh no, I went with my boyfriend at the time.
Oh, boo. I'm guessing we don't like him.
wow.
I got flued out.
Wow.
Okay.
Nara's been like a couple times.
Yeah, family.
Yeah?
there.
Family,
Yeah, about 3
Before I
times.
live in England,
London.
but
Huddersfield.
Okay.
What you say?
North.
Up north.
In the door.
I don't know.
Yeah, you
Where's
should do a little
Tottenham?
fix. Tottenham, that's London.
Yeah.
oh, that's where my
Yeah, it's
dad
like
lives.
northeast London.
That's where my dad lives. Okay.
Okay, that's not too far from me. I'm Hackney.
Okay.
Yeah, East girl.
What else about what should I do? Fix in the UK?
Like a little like London special. Or
We
something.
should.
Make one of them people that fly out now.
Yeah.
BBC, MTV. We can put we show up on MTV. Come
Yeah.
on, Becca, be the
I mean,
connect.
that would be great. I mean, I'd love MTV to also back Deadly.
You buy our lesbian, it works.
Why?
I feel like you've heard since I said that. Always in your head is lesbian. I'm not even a lesbian.
Hilarious.
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 You don't fuck with me no more, do you?
Yeah, no. I fuck with you. I fuck with you. I
Yeah.
fuck with you.
If you're
I like
a man-
girls too.
We got something
We have something in common. There's common ground.
Facts.
I mean,
God.
can't do wrong a girl, them love a girl. I know some man, lovely. You know what I mean?
can't wrong a guy
The
who loving a man.
No. All right. Ari, you're always good.
Let's not go there. Let's
What?
Phonics fucking bumper.
Later, leave it to Ari.
Oh my God.
Shot a fireman, them off it, run and jump fence. Place that away, me even trust friends. My brief is still far from them evil intent. Them quick to fight you down when you're reaching up ahead. Them don't want you when them a brief is to your dead. Best friend could have
Word inna the streets, everything shot like a rifle. Accumulate the riches, couple house and title. Forget poverty life, me say I feel broke your cycle. When you try make a difference in your life, them fight you. Generational wealth, put me family in a circle.
Lay there, you lay there, baby. Sweet eyes, wine pon it, me wine pon it. It ain't no rushing, baby. Lay there, you lay there, baby. Sweet eyes.
Wada, my body well proper. When me sit down, heart flatter. Me melanin color, smooth like butter. When me choppy budum, you stutter. Come my way, hey, hey, hey. You should just come my way.
Anytime you feel you're reaching top, them time they a couple reeling drop. True man real, me no game gunshot. Have couple real dogs, well a couple cell block. Numb, can't feel no pain. Yeah, me young but me heart feel no fear.